have you know, my good lad, Kemal Ataturk had an entire menagerie named Abdul. Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth. You know, it really gets my goat. You have the Federal Reserve, which is not even owned by the people or the government of the United States, bailing out giant financial firms such as Bear Stearns, using emergency maneuvers that were put into place during the Great Depression. Basically, their board of directors voted to do it, and they did it. So they bail out Bear Stearns. What the fuck are they doing for the people on the street? Are they doing any goddamn thing for anybody? You want to help the economy, you want to help financial firms, you want to help everything down the line. You got to help the guy on the street. You got to help the families who are in danger of losing their homes. You have to help the families who are drowning in debt. You have to help the individuals who can barely pay their payments every month for rent and car and everything else. The only way to solve the problem that the economy, the mortgage crisis, and everything else is going through right now is to help the fucking little guy. But instead, what we get is the same old shit. And if you think, and if you have been under the impression that we're not in a fascist state, I hope that this latest move by the Federal Reserve has dispelled that notion in your mind. Because that's exactly what fascist states do. They make sure the corporations, the big financial powerhouses, are nice and steady, while the people on the street, the everyday average people like you and me, can go get fucked. So what if we lose our homes? So what if we're all in foreclosure mess? So what if we have our cars repossessed? So what if we lose our jobs? It doesn't matter to them. Never did, never will. I agree with many who are calling for Bernanke's resignation, not only for carrying on the failed policies of Greenspan at the Federal Reserve, for causing the continued fall of the dollar, completely abandoning it. Whose fucking bright idea was this? Well, Greenspan was working for somebody whenever he set the ball in motion. And Bernanke is definitely doing his job right up to par. You better believe it. You can't even ask the president or anybody from the White House about the dollar or the economic crisis. If you do, you're liable to get some kind of stupid, ridiculous fucking answer like, oh, your economic stimulus and rescue package is on its way in the form of a stupid, moronic $600 tax rebate for individuals. Well, if you're a family, you might qualify for some more, but big fucking deal. Do you think that that is going to pay even 1 month's worth of rent, utilities, mortgage, car payment, credit card bills, etc.? I don't think so. It won't even buy food. What is this economic rescue package supposed to do? It's certainly not going to do anything to help the economy. And yet, the Federal Reserve can spend hundreds of billions of dollars backing the financial firm of Bear Stearns. And don't be surprised if there's more to come whenever there's a final shakeout in this mortgage crisis. Because it will. You better fucking believe it, folks. It's going to happen. And we're still going to be here losing our cars, losing our homes, and losing everything else because the government, the Federal Reserve, don't give a shit about you or me or the family that's struggling. buy gas to go back and forth from work. Unless you think anything's going to be different after this presidential election, you better fucking change your mind right now. Because it's not going to change. No matter what you think about your candidate, no matter what you think they're going to do when they get in office, I guarantee you, I absolutely guarantee, they're not going to do anything to change things as they've been. Not Obama, scary Obama, because he likes to spout the big change word, but I guarantee you it's going to be the same old song and dance with him. Not Clinton, not McCain. The only one you have any hope with is Ron Paul, and yet he's the longest of long shots. Wake up, people. Get real. See what this country is coming to. See the fascism right before your eyes. You need to make a choice. You need to decide something right now. You need to have something happen. It's got to. Something has to give. Period. And one final note regarding the election. I see that a second Obama-linked pastor is under fire for racist talk. A certain Reverend James Meeks, who referred to white American mayors as slave masters and referred to black preachers and politicians who protect the white man as house N-words. In addition, this pastor is also a political figure in his own right in the Chicago area, and he has been blocking efforts in Chicago to pass anti-corruption legislation. Specifically him, claiming that he has more stringent measures that he wants to bring forward. Yet, wonder of wonders, nothing has come forward. So, I have this to say. If you really, really believe that Obama didn't hear all of that stuff whenever he was attending Reverend Wright's church for over 20 years, what about this other guy who's a pastor and mentor of Obama talking the same trash? He had to hear it at least once, and if that's the case, then he's nothing but a liar and a shill, just like every other politician. So wake up and see him for what he is. Thank you. Good night.